Three news stories for you. Firstly, US State Department has issued a statement about crackdown on Ethiopian journalists. The statement is very important because we could see action by Ethiopian government against Addis Standard, which was yesterday accused by an Ethiopian government-backed news source of receiving funding from the US. Secondly, viewers, UN Security Council is due to meet after a few hours to discuss Ethiopia's Tigray conflict. Extremely significant session because Tigray government a few hours ago offered peace. So that is why this session is very important. And lastly, some Ethiopian government-backed elders have met with Oromo prisoners and reportedly with Skandar Naga of Baldera's party to what is cooking up behind the scenes regarding the release or otherwise of these prisoners. Firstly, viewers, US State Department's Under Secretary has issued a statement. She is condemning crackdown by Ethiopian government against Ethiopian journalists. The State Department is backing Associated Press's call for the release of one of AP's journalist Amir Aman, who is in the custody of Ethiopian security forces. His arrest has been confirmed by Ethiopian government. Ethiopian government has accused Amir Aman of supporting Oromo Liberation Army. The statement has come at a very crucial time because yesterday Fana Broadcasting Corporation FBC leveled allegations against Addis Standard. FBC claimed that in 2019 Addis Standard received around 75,000 US dollars from a US-based organization, National Endowment for Democracy Foundation is the name of the organization which funded Addis Standard. So far, Addis Standard has not rejected this claim, this report of Fana Broadcasting Corporation. So at this crucial time when Ethiopian government is about to take action against Addis Standard, US government has issued a statement condemning actions by Ethiopian government against journalists and news outlets. Has Addis Standard declared the foreign assistance? Because important point is that if Addis Standard has declared this foreign assistance, then it's not a problem. But if this foreign assistance has not been declared by Addis Standard, then it could be a problem for the news outlet. So far, Ethiopian government has not taken any action, but there could be action against Addis Standard in coming days. In the meanwhile, US is putting pressure upon Ethiopian government. US wants Ethiopian government not to launch any strict crackdown against Ethiopian journalists. Secondly, viewers, UN Security Council is due to meet in coming hours. An important session has been requested. The session is being held at a time when Tigray forces have withdrawn from all their gains in Amhara and Afar regions. Yesterday, Tigray government issued a statement saying that it was withdrawing its forces to give peace a chance. It called upon international community to play its role in pressurizing Ethiopian government to agree to a peaceful solution to Tigray conflict. So now, international community is going to meet after a few hours. Could there be a consensus at the UN Security Council this time? We have seen several sessions in the past, but there was never a consensus about solution to Ethiopia-Tigray conflict. But situation has changed now. Tigray has taken a step back. It has been forced to withdraw its forces. Now it's offering peace. What will Ethiopian government do? What will international community suggest and recommend in today's session? That remains to be seen. We have seen a session of Human Rights Council just a few days ago, in which a resolution was passed for independent investigations into human rights abuses committed in Tigray, Amhara, and Afar. But the resolution was rejected by Ethiopian government. Now, once again, another UN body is due to meet in coming hours. We'll update you about this session. Lastly, viewers, Oromo political prisoners and other political prisoners, they have been contacted by some government-backed elders. I think 4 days ago, I told you about likely release of these prisoners. Mustafa Umar, Somali region's president, was heard saying that Oromia regional government will start talks with Oromo prisoners, Oromo Liberation Army, and other Oromo stakeholders in Oromia. And that is how TPLF will be sidelined. It will be isolated rather. So that was a hint that there could be release of Oromo prisoners like Jawar Mohammed, Bakle Garba, Hamza Borana, and Sikandar Naga of Baldiras party as well. Now, what we have learned is that some Ethiopian government-backed elders have held some meetings with prisoners in Kaliti prison, high security prison in Addis Ababa. Jawar and Bakle are both in Kaliti prison, and reportedly government-backed elders have contacted them. They have held some meetings. What happened in those meetings, we don't have any clear picture, but what we have learned is that release of the prisoners came under discussion in the meetings. And these prisoners, Jawar, Bakle, Skandar Naga, could be released in coming days. Ethiopian cabinet, federal cabinet, last week approved draft proclamation of National Dialogue Commission. Then this proclamation was sent to Ethiopian House of Representatives, which will approve this draft. After that, National Dialogue Commission will be formed and national dialogue will start. Reportedly, before the start of this dialogue, Oromo prisoners are being contacted. Daud Ibsa has also been contacted reportedly, head of Oromo Liberation Front, who has been under house arrest for several months. He has been contacted too. If Jawar Mohammed, Bakle Garba, Daud Ibsa, Skandar Naga are released, it could be a huge step towards stability in Ethiopia. Of course, there would be instability if this main leadership is behind the bars. If they come out, if they're released, if all parties sit together, if somehow TPLF also becomes part of this national dialogue, we could see stability in Ethiopia. That is what Ethiopia needs. If you keep some stakeholders out of this process, it will not lead to stability. Yes, some sections will agree on some amendments, some future decisions will be made, but if one or more parties are left out of this national dialogue, it will not serve the purpose. So that is why Ethiopia should make a new start. While TPLF is offering peace, Oromo prisoners are in touch with Ethiopian government-backed elders. There could be a new start. TPLF, OLA, OLF, OFC, all these parties, Prosperity Party, from afar, from ONLF, all can sit together to make a new start. It can happen, viewers. Why is that people want to resolve Ethiopian conflict by a gun? they can resolve their problems at the table as well. It can happen. It has happened in the world. It's not something new. If African wars ended in the defeat of one or the other party, it does not mean that it will continue happening in future too. There must be a new start to Ethiopia. Ethiopia must make a new start. Now it's upon Ethiopian government, PM Abiy, and he is definitely he has a partnership with Amharas and Oromos, especially Amharas. Amhara leadership should realize that it's the time, high time to sit for talks. Yes, it has grievances against Tigray, decades old grievances, but this is not the way to resolve these grievances by continuing this war. This is the time to make a new start for Amhara region, for Tigray, for Oromia, for Somali region, for Afar, for all the region. Let's see. Let's hope and pray for peace in Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.